Question number 9. In question number 9, you are given that AOB and COD are straight lines. So AOB, COD are straight line. Find the value of unknown for each of the following. There are two parts in this part. First, I am going to solve the A part. The unknown over here is A. We have to find the value of A. I want to use this AOB so that I can make this complete straight line. They will add up to make 180. For this purpose, I first need to find out this angle, which I am going to be named as X. So the solution starts from here as COD is a straight line. So angles on COD will add up to make 180 degrees. 117 plus X equals to 180 degrees. 180 minus 117 degrees. So then the value of X is 63 degrees. So now I am going to use this AOB to find the value of A. As AOB is a straight line, so they all will add up to make 180 degrees. A plus 30 plus 40 degrees plus X is equal to 180 degrees. 30 and 40 makes 70. The value of X is 63 degrees. Is equal to 180 degrees. 133 is equal to 180 degrees. 133 is being added, so on the other side it will be subtracted. 180 minus 133 degrees. So your value of A is 47 degrees. Question number 10. In question number 10, you are given that X, Y, Z are three angles lying on a straight line. If they are lying on a straight line, then these three angles will be adjacent to each other, so they will add up to make 180 degrees. In the A part, you are given that Y is equal to X plus Z. You have to find the value of Y. So I am going to start the solution of the A part over here. We are given that X, Y, Z are lying on a straight line, which means they will add up to make 180 degrees. We are also given the value of Y to be X plus Z. So instead of writing the value of Y, I am going to write it as X plus Z will remain as it is. X and X will add up to make 2X, Z and Z will add up to make 2Z is equal to 180 degrees. I can take 2 common, so it will be X plus Z into 180 degrees. 2 is being multiplied, so on the other side it will be divided. As you know that X plus Z is 1. So Y is equal to 90 degrees. In the B part, again we will be given that X, Y and Z are lying on a straight line. So they all three will add up to make 180 degrees. X, Y and Z, all three angles are equal and we have to find the value of Z. So instead of writing X and Y, I am going to write Z. Z plus Z plus Z is equal to 180 degrees. It will be 3Z is equal to 180 degrees. 3 is being multiplied. On the other side it will be divided. So value of Z will be 60 degrees. Question number 11. In question number 11, you are given that DOB is a straight line. As you all can see, DOB is a straight line. Figure is already given in the question. If BOC is twice of AOB, so first I am going to suppose my angle AOB to be X. So I have supposed my angle AOB to be X. We are given that BOC is twice of AOB. So BOC is twice of AO. COD is 4 times of AOD. COD is 4 times AOB. We have to find the 4 angles 1, 2, 3, and now I am going to suppose my 4th angle to be Y, because for the 4th angle we are not given with any condition. So I am going to take my 4th angle as Y. Now DOB is a straight line, so all the angles on this line will add up to make 180 degrees, as DOB is a straight line. Hence 4x plus 2x will add up to make 180 degrees. 6x will equal to 180 degrees. X is equal to 180 divided by 6. The value of x will be 30 degrees. which means the angle AOB will be 30 degrees. So BOC, which you have supposed to be 2x, will be 2 times 30 degrees is 60 degrees. Our third angle COD is 4 times x. So 4 times 30 will be 120 degrees. Now we have to find our fourth angle DOA. For this, we again have to see the figure. DOB is a straight line, so these two angles will add up to make 180 degrees. X plus y is equal to 180 degrees. We have already taken out our value of x to be 30 degrees. So 30 plus y is equal to 180 degrees. Y is equal to 180 minus 30 degrees. So our value of y is 150 degrees, which means our fourth angle DOA is 150 degrees. I am going to start my question number 12. In question number 12, we are given that if AOB and COD are straight line, find the value of unknown in each of the following figure. I have written my A part over here, in which AOB and COD are straight line. We have to find the unknown. Unknown over here are F and G. We are having two unknowns. So as you all can see, these are two intersecting lines. So there are vertically opposite angles, which we all know that are equal. So first I will write it as vertically opposite angles are equal. Hence 7f plus 5 will be equal to 2f plus 35. Because we have to find the value of x, so I am going to take my variables on one side. As 2f is having a plus sign, on the other side it will be subtracted. 35, 5 is being added, on the other side it will be subtracted. 7f minus 2f will be 5f. 30 minus 5 is 30. Being multiplied with the variable on the other side, it will be divided. So your f is 6 degrees. I also need to find out the value of g. There are two methods for it. As you can see, these two will be vertically opposite angle. If this angle is 5g plus 8, this will also be 5g plus 18. Also you can go for this if COD is a straight line, so these two angles will add up to make 180. Which I am going to use is COD is a straight line. Hence 7f plus 5 and 5g plus 18, the both angles will add up to make 180 degrees. 7f and 5g. The value of f is 6, so instead of writing f, I have placed this value to be 6. Seven 6 are 42, 5 and 18 are two like terms, so I am going to add them. (42) and 23 are again like terms, so I am going to add them. 65 is added here, on the other side it will be subtracted. 115. 5 is being multiplied, on the other side it will be divided. After division, you got the value of g to be 23. The value of f is 6 and the value of g is 23 degrees. Question number 12, D part. In this part, you all can see that there are many variables, I, H and J. There are three variables in this question which we have to find out. First, I am going to use my straight line AOB, this one, so that I can find out the value of I. So solution of my question starts from here by writing this AOB is a straight line. So angles on AOB will add up to make 180 degrees. 2I plus 104 plus 32 will add up to make 180 degrees. 2I, 104 and 104 and 32 are like terms, so they will add. 136 is being added, on the other side it will be subtracted. 44 2 is being multiplied, so on the other side it will be divided. So value of I is 22 degrees. Next I want to find out the value of J, for which I am going to use the statement in which I am given that AOB and COD are straight lines. AOB and COD are straight and they are intersecting at point O, so we can use the concept of vertically opposite angles, in which 2I and J are vertically opposite angles. So you will write they will be equal to I and J are equal, vertically opposite. The value of I which we have taken out is 22. So it will be 44 is equal to J. So value of J is 44 degrees. Now I want to find the value of H, for which I am going to use that AOB is a straight line. So all these angles will add up to make 180 degrees. AOB is a straight line. So angle on AOB are H. This one is representing 90 degrees, 24 and J. They all will add up to make 180 degrees. 90 and 24 are like terms, so I am going to add them. The value of J is 44 degrees. $158 is being added on one side, so on the other side it will be subtracted. H is equal to 180 minus 158 degrees. After subtraction, we got the value of H to be 22 degrees. Question number 13, you are given that AOB and COD are straight line. In the first part, we have to find the value of X and Y. For this, you need to look the picture closer, in which you can see that 6x and this angle. These both angles are vertically opposite. If this is 34 and this is 186 minus 4x, so complete angle will be 34 plus 186 minus 4x. These two are vertically opposite angle, hence they would be equal. 6x would be equal to 34 plus 186 minus 4x, because they are vertically opposite. 6x would be equal to 34 plus 186 minus 4x. 4x is being subtracted, on the other side it will be added. 34 and 186 will be 220 degrees. When we add 6x and 4x, we got 10x is equal to 220 degrees. 10 is being multiplied with the variable, so on the other side it will be divided. After division, you got the value of x to be 22 degrees. Now we have to find the value of y, for which I am going to take that COD is a straight line, so angle lying on this line will add up to make 180 degrees. As COD is a straight line, hence 6x plus 3y will add up to make 180 degrees. We have the value of x to be 22 degrees plus 3y is equal to 180 degrees. 132 plus 3y is equal to 180 degrees. 132 plus 3y is equal to 180 degrees. 132 is being added, so on the other side it will be subtracted. 3y would be equal to 48. 3 is being multiplied with the variable, so on the other side it will be divided. After the division, you got the value of y to be 16 degrees. In the first part, from the first part, we have taken out our value of x to be 22 and y is 16, which I am going to use in the second part. Find the obtuse AOD. So this is your AOD. You have to find obtuse. Remember that what was the obtuse angles? Obtuse angles which are more than 90 but less than 180 degrees. If you take this AOD, then it will not be obtuse. It would be taken as reflex angle. We have to find obtuse. So we will find out AOD. Obtuse AOD would be equal to 34 plus 186 minus 4x. 34 plus 186 minus 4, the value of x was 22 in the first part that we have taken out. We have to add them, and after addition you will get 220 degrees minus 4 into 22 is 88. After subtraction you got 132 degrees, which is your value of obtuse AOD. Next we have to find reflex COE. This is our COE. This is not reflex COE. Remember, reflex was more than 180 and less than 360. So this angle cannot be more than 180. As you all can see, if you take this round, then it would be more than 180 and less than 360. So I'm going to find my COE by adding 6x, 3y and 186 minus 4x. So reflex COE would be equal to 6x plus 3y plus 186 minus 4x. The value of x was 22. The value of y is 16. 186 minus 4, the value of x is 22 degrees. 132 48 plus 186 minus 88. First I am going to add all these three terms, and I will get 366 minus 88, and after subtraction you will get 278, which is your value of reflex CO. So here our question completes. Here your exercise 10A completes. You have to complete the rest of the questions by yourself in your notebooks. When the school will reopen, your homework will be checked. So complete your homework on time.